Hi everyone,
Hi everyone.
and welcome to the Engine Room, which is a weekly thing from now on.
Well, it has to be. I mean, now it's been so long since we did the engine room because there's been so much coming in between, right?
Yeah, like Nintendo Direct, finishing SteamWorld Heist.
Amazing. What are we going to do today?
Well, we have a very special SteamWorld Heist themed Q&A
Because SteamWorld Heist
is launching very, very soon. So the first question comes from Ben Burns. Will there be anything different from playing on a 3DS versus a new 3DS?
Well, not in terms of gameplay, but obviously in terms of performance, right?
Yeah, we have support for the C-stick. You can pan the camera around with that.
Right.
And there's also higher frame rate. 30 frames per second on the regular 3DS and 60 frames per second in 3D on new 3DS models. So next question comes from Nathan. Will there be some kind of replayability for when the story is finished?
Yes.
Yes.
There will be New Game Plus,
Yeah.
which is kind of an interesting take on New Game Plus, I think.
Yeah.
I think we had no testers that finished quicker than 20 hours, and there were some outliers that were up towards 30 hours on their playthrough, but
And there's very little grinding as well.
it's a story that
Yeah.
that runs for like 20 to 25 hours. I think it's very safe to say that.
The next question comes from Hero by Clicking.
Hi, Lou.
Will we be able to customize our Steambots?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, well, there's the obvious one with the hats, right?
Yeah, the cosmetic part of it.
Yeah. And, well, I think we have another question about the hats later, so let's leave the hats.
Yeah.
But what else can you do? Are there, like, pants and shirts and stuff?
Well, I think they're very, the robots you recruit are very, like, fond of their own personal style, so you can't mess too much with it. But you can equip them with over 100 different weapons,
Right.
Even more utility upgrades like speed boots.
Okay. Okay, stop.
Is that a spoiler?
Well, no, maybe not. We have over 100 different weapons in the game as well.
And rumor has it that's more than Battlefield 4. That's the word around the office at least.
Okay, so we made this game so we could have more weapons than Battlefield 4. Is that?
Yes.
That's why we made SteamWorld Heist, is it?
Yep. So the next question comes from Nicholas. Will there be a soundtrack for the game?
Ha! Will there be a soundtrack for the
There
game?
will be the soundtrack. We have a physical copy right here, and it's made by Steam Powered Giraffe,
Steam Powered Giraffe is a fantastic group.
of real-life singing automatons.
Yeah.
Steam powered.
You should check them out on YouTube. I mean,
Yeah.
Steam Powered Giraffe. And they made a super awesome soundtrack for the game.
Yeah. And they're in the game too. So they're both in-game robots and real-life robots.
Yeah, because we couldn't really resist that, right?
Maybe you remember this, but a few months back we had a SteamWorld Ambassador Challenge focused on space bars. And Steam Powered Giraffe is actually on tour, touring between these bars.
Cool.
So you're not only getting a game
Or a soundtrack.
or a
right?
soundtrack, you're also getting a live stage performance.
In the game, yeah?
Yeah. Multiple performances.
It's so multimedia, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. So
All right.
So meta.
It is so meta. So the next question is from Patrick Koonings. And he's asking how many hats are in the game. And apparently he loves hats. And he hopes for some nice fedoras. Our lead developer, he's fond of calling SteamWorld Heist not a turn-based,
Strategy shooter.
but he calls it a hat simulator
Yeah.
with a lot of added features to it.
Yeah.
I think it's
Because we spent quite a few days just getting the hat physics right. You can actually shoot off your enemy's hats.
That's right, yeah.
And that won't damage them.
Exactly. So you have to take the hat clean off, which costs a shot. And you might be totally exposed when you take that shot.
So it's a risk and reward thing. So if you shoot it off and collect it, you can actually wear it in battle.
Yeah. And there are some really super rare hats that appear in the game.
I find myself going on missions just to collect hats.
So, yes, there are around 100 hats in the game, Patrick.
Yeah. And there's a fedora. Next up is Cameron Comer. Can you give us a brief walkthrough of each turn? As in what actions you can take, etc.
It's vital to sort of know how the core mechanics work and so on. So there's actually there's a video coming featuring our creative lead, Olle Håkansson, who is going to present that because nobody knows that better than him.
Yeah, we know nothing compared to
We know nothing anyway.
Yeah.
Next question.
When can we expect the game in Japan?
Well, first, I just want to say that you have the most excellent avatar. That cheese is brilliant.
Yeah, sometime in 2016.
Yes.
So on launch day, it will be English only in North America and Europe.
And Australia.
And Australia and New Zealand.
Yep.
But a few weeks later, we're patching in...
French, Italian, German, Spanish, and Russian. And obviously, the version that we release in Japan will be in
Japanese.
Korean.
Next question comes from Scorcher24. How many cup of coffees have been harmed during the making of this game? I'm sad to say it's only one.
What, are you sad that it's only one?
I'm sad to say that there is one.
Right, that's what we mean. I mean, we wish there would be
None.
none, of course. We try, you know, it's like we really try.
So the next question comes from Sales Rabbit Kerbals.
What a cool name on Twitter.
And a very cool avatar as well.
Yeah.
What's the most wicked combo you've pulled off in SteamWorld Heist so far?
Right, so can I go first?
Yeah, sure.
I actually did a triple hat shot.
What?
Including 2 sort of semi-rare hats. And that was like 3 hats in one shot is something that I won't be able to pull off again, I think.
Yeah. I got 2 top hats in one go.
So that's not very cool. I mean, I did a triple hitch. Triple hat shot. I mean, a double hat shot, come on.
Okay.
Right, very good.
And the last question comes from Shell Jesus.
Jeez. You got to be Swedish to appreciate that. It's fabulous. Right.
Will there be any Easter eggs
In the past, we sort of announced
that we had? And someone on Twitter pointed out that, but
if you talk about it, it's not an Easter egg.
Yeah.
So we're not going to talk about it. You'll have to wait and see.
But there are a few surprises in there.
Okay, very good. There it is.
Thanks so much for tuning in, and don't forget to like and share this video if you had fun with it, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, because we're gonna have new videos every week from now on.
That's right. And next week it's not going to be me or Julius. It's going to be our creative lead here at Image and Form, Olle Håkansson, and he's going to walk you through like the basics of the game, sort of hints and tips on how to play the game to your advantage. And don't forget to post your comments below here,
Especially questions. We love answering questions.
Right, questions are great, but you also sort of semi-rude comments about the way Julius dresses on these videos. Thank you very much. Bye.